Okay, so this next video is going to be for us making, just getting started on our introduction paragraph. So again, if you have not already done so, pause this video and open up your 21-22 argument essay outline. And remember, yes, this is a longer document, but we're not doing all of it right now. We are doing one thing at a time. And today we are just looking at the introduction paragraph, okay? So the first thing that you'll notice is there is a slide deck here of habit notes. You can open it. It's basically going to tell you what needs to go into an introduction. But I don't think you're going to need to because I'm going to go through that with you right now. So habit is just an acronym that is like to help you remember all the parts that are supposed to go into an introduction. So the H stands for human truth. The A stands for author. B is for background. I is for intro to the topic, and T is for thesis or your claim. All right. Now, human truth, what you're going to start your essay with is, and I hear this from the high school a lot, what they get really irritated by is when kids start their essays with a question. Do you think rebellion is justifiable? Should the districts rebel? It's super cheesy. It's way overdone. It's very, writing a la fourth grade. And so we're trying to vary that. We're trying to alternate like how you guys are starting your essays. And so one way that you can do it is starting with the human truth. So you want to think about this like a theme, right? What is true for humanity in general? And whatever you pick here should be something about rebellion or corrupt governments or power imbalances in some regard. So all humans deserve what? Or when, and I'll give you another one here that you guys can also use. When there is a power imbalance, what might be a side effect? What might be a consequence? Or rebellions are or are not necessary when blank. Okay, so these are ways that you can start your essay that is a little bit more elevated than if you were to just go with the traditional, so what do you think about rebellion, which I know you don't do, but just to exaggerate. So go ahead and you can use one of these sentence starters if you want, or just go with something else entirely that's brand new for you. But it's a reality about the realities of humanity, okay? What it means to be a human being. The next category down is author. So I've already helped you guys out here. Suzanne Collins's novel, The Hunger Games. And then we're going to finish the thought, okay? So tells the story of, and this is literally going to be one sentence. So tells the story of who's our main character, okay? And what is the story about? Her going into the blah, blah, blah. Okay, so you're just going to give me one sentence, very brief, doesn't need to be a ton of detail because we're actually going to get into that in the next section. The next section is giving me background information on the novel. So if I say Suzanne Collins's novel, The Hunger Games, tells the story of blah, 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 and her journey into the blah, 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 then I'm going to move into when Panem was formed, the districts did what? Okay, what did they do? Consequently, the capital created the blah, blah, blah. And I would probably give a quick little, maybe another sentence of what the Hunger Games are. Like they created these Hunger Games. What are they? They are a death match that is set up to do what? So coming down here, intro to the topic. So now we're kind of like putting that. Okay, so this is our character Katniss and what she's doing. Here's the Hunger Games scenario to begin with. So the question is, should the districts in Panem what? This is our question. Should the districts rebel against the capital? And then you're going to give your claim. So now I'm going to come back over here to my argument planner because I have my claim here, or I should have my claim here. And so I'm going to type, based on these events, one can deduce that the districts should or should not rebel because, and then there are your 3 reasons. And I'm going to again come back here. I should have 3 reasons typed out right here. So I don't even have to think about it again. It's already done. Reason 1, reason 2, and reason 3. Now, the only thing you do want to think about is the order that you put these reasons in, because body 1 should become your first reason. Body 2 should be your second reason, and body 3 should be your third reason. So whatever order you did them in here, whichever one you did first here should be reason number 1. The one that came here should be reason number 2. And the one that is your prove it wrong should be your reason number 3. Okay, not the counterclaim, but the prove it wrong, the however this perspective is incorrect, should be your 3rd reason. And once you have that typed in, your introduction paragraph is done. Okay, any questions, call me over. Otherwise, that's your intro.